Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyranny. Semper Tyrannis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Tyranny. Even though the intro says that already, it's been... Oh, I should have started the video like that, should I have? No, probably not, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So, first of all, apologies for not recording over the last few days. Well, not recording Tyranny, that is. The game's been crashing for me. The game's been crashing for me up here. So as I start talking to one of these characters, the game crashes, and, well, it took me about 2 days to figure out why. It's all good and done now. Anyways, I will now talk to all of these characters, and then probably go ahead and sell all my stuff somewhere, because I'm essentially just a giant portable hoarder. But before we continue that, I want to bring your attention to something. You see, there's a bit of a problem that I'm noticing here with this entire thing. Fear and loyalty are not exclusive. Need a reputation change of very major strength to unlock this tier. Yeah, that makes sense, but you see, there are these bonuses that you get for fear and for loyalty. This also works for factions as well, which essentially means I can max out favor and wrath, or favor and fear, or sorry, loyalty and fear for my companions, and it wouldn't make too big of a difference. Interesting. You'd think the two would contradict each other a bit more, but they don't. Anyways, let us talk to Verse first, and then we'll talk with everyone else.
And disfavored are at each other's throats. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but the Archons might have waited until one war was over before they started another.
Their war doesn't interest me. It genuinely doesn't.
Funny sentiment, considering you're in the center of it. Not that I'm judging. I'll say this much. Our time together is anything but dull. My blades are yours for as long as you'll have me.
And I appreciate it.
Salutations, Fatebinder. Or should I now call you Lord of Vendrian's Well? The Spire King? Prince of the suggestive vertical slab.
Juggernaut will suffice.
So if I might ask, what is your plan now? The edict no longer looms overhead, and Kairos' conquest of the tiers seems to be slipping. What with the armies in civil war?
That's a very good question, considering I don't have a plan, right? The Disfavored, the Scarlet Chorus, all of the Overlord's minions will fall. No. Wow, that is stupid. Why would we do that? No. The plan is to destroy the Scarlet Chorus. Yes, I'm improvising any suggestions. Yeah, my plan is to destroy the Scarlet Chorus, I believe, yeah. I will crush the remaining local opposition and complete the conquest. Gain average fear. So you already have fear with her, so yes, I'm going to do that, but I will also destroy the Scarlet Chorus.
And you have my full support. The Scarlet Chorus has grown in the years of conquest. Among the Horde are Tearsmen fighting because they felt there was no choice, as well as Tearsmen fighting to watch their homeland burn. It pains me we will have to slay some of the former. The voices of Nerat claimed the last of my school, though I have you to thank for that part. If you'd like to undo the damage, kill the Archon of Secrets. I'll do everything in my power to help you sink that vile savant.
But I will also do this.
I see. I'm sure there's little I can do to persuade you otherwise. Just consider that the people of the tiers will someday bow to Kairos. Why not have them bow to you instead?
Because Kairos is then going to whisper something in the wind, and I'm going to suffer a heart attack immediately and fall over dead. That's why. Is that good enough reason for you?
Well, short of
That's
Tunon
all for
giving
now.
you orders on pain of death, You have the luxury of acting on your own volition. Though the Scarlet, whatever you
Yes.
decide, I'm at your disposal.
Your assistance will be most helpful. Thank you. Try anything duplicitous, and you'll wish you were taken by Nerat. Lose average of loyalty. No, why would I want to lose it? No, you know what? Your assistance will be most helpful. Thank
And
you.
I'm thankful to not be a bloody pile of offal in Vendrian's well. Life under your banner will, I'm sure, prove most interesting.
I guarantee
What
it.
is it you need?
We should discuss the matter at
Disfavored.
hand.
You want my advice?
Graven Ash is my ally. I
Graven
won't.
Ash and plunge a poisoned shiv in his ear.
And how exactly do you think one goes about doing
If
this?
you're working with Graven Ash, give it your all. Offer to help the Archon of War with whatever he needs. The stronger the Legion, the weaker the chorus.
Okay.
And if you get close enough to him, well, with enough trust, you could get very close to the Archon of War.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a quick plan, but I think if you stay close in his confidence, the moment to strike will reveal itself in time.
See, that's not bad. Would that not be the ultimate evil thing to do, right? Become Lord Commander of the entire fucking thing, yeah?
And so civil war divides the armies of mighty Kairos. The reckoning that comes of this failure will be great indeed. We find ourselves in the darkest times. Brothers and sisters who fought for a similar cause now skewer each other over blighted lands in the favor of distant powers.
Yeah.
Backing the disfavored was the only logical choice. Graven Ash is the only Archon worthy of your confidence.
There's also one of two Archons, so I mean, the choice is really not
I
that.
would have done the same. Whatever others might say about what happened in Vendrian's well, you acted from instinct. I can't help but respect that.
Alright then. Good. With one more party member to talk to.
At your service. Of course. How can I help?
Oh, you have nothing to talk to me about. Okay. Moving on then. Can I talk with you about something? Fatebinder, come closer. The dirt-caked Apex local gestures to an old box at his feet. I've got a Beastman cub in there. I doubt that. Take a look. I doubt that very much. For all the sort of junk, nothing more. Before you can comment, you notice him reaching for your ring belt. Corner of his eye. Grab his hand. I didn't mean anything by it, I promise. I just wanted to see how many rings you had. So I could adjust my prices accordingly. Are these stolen? Don't care. I'm not even remotely interested in engaging with you. Farewell. That was very dishonest of you. I'll take a look at your wares, but don't try that again. Yes. Let me put it like this. Try that again, and I will cut off both your hands, yes? Okay? Good. Glad we understand each other. Moving on. So, Fatebinder of Tunon armor. Fatebinder of Tunon armor. Fatebinder of Tunon armor. Somehow, I don't think these are all exactly the same. This is cloth, this is leather, this is also leather. We should get all of this Fatebinder of Tunon stuff if we can. But first of all, I'm going to sell absolutely everything I own. So, begin by, begin doing just that, I suppose, right? Some water, you can keep that. Potion of invisibility might be useful. Potion of revival, interesting. Sell that as well, you can sell that, and you can sell that as well. You are going to sell all of that stuff. Disfavored shield, yeah, that too. And those things as well, because they're not that useful, I'm sorry. And these things, all useless. Useless. Fruit. Who needs fruit? Fruit's useless. Yes, I said it. There you have it. And trade this all away. Now, also I'm going to handle, no. I'm going to add laundry to the party. Like so. Because he has a lot of stuff on him as well. Have you made me anything lately? Let's see if we have a sale. There we go. Sell them all of this. There's someone actually yelling outside my door. I hope to God you cannot hear that, but I have my doubts, shall we say, in the soundproofness of my room, if that's a word.
What is it you need? Of course.
Get your things. You're coming with me. Now, have you made me anything lately? Nothing at the moment, but stop by later, okay? You're the dude that I bought. Yes. So I paid for you to get here, and you're fucking... Oh, disgraceful. That's absolutely disgraceful. I paid you to get here, and now you're stealing from me. Oh, God, the humanity. Tell you what, though. We have 32, 15, 15. Do you know what? I might be persuaded into buying some of these. Let's see. What's the difference between these two? There is literally no difference apart from the way they look. Okay? So I would like those. Then boots of Tunon. Leather. Okay. Those. And yes, I'm basing my choices entirely off fashion. Those, and do I have enough money to buy a helmet as well? No. That's fine, though. We're going to get this one when we can. Gloves and this, no, that's cloth. We don't want that. So it's this thing, but I don't have enough money for it. Okay. Well, I say that, but I can sell this. Yes, I can also sell that if need be, and this, as well as that thing. Do I have enough now? 75, no. This is an accessory, so I need that. For better or worse, I need it. 200 common, it's less DPS, you can sell that, right? Arcane, yes, you can sell that. And that's actually enough, okay. Hold on, this thing is 17. This one is 8. What's the deal with it? Freezing, only Ebb can equip this. Let's compare the two, right? Syzygy or whatever. 200 common, 14 to 15 arcane, DPS 386. Recovery 2.5, range 8 meters, freezing. Well, okay, I mean, okay, freezing, fair enough. If you say so and all that. Now, give me the armor, thank you very much. You don't want me to walk around naked, do you? Well, some of you probably do. There we go, look at that. A proper, like, Legionary of Rome-esque look. Look at that. Now I look like an evil dictator. See, now we can actually do stuff. Ascension Hall, then, yes? Teleport to Ascension's Hall. At least that's... I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, we can always teleport somewhere else if this is not the place. Travel to Tunon's court. And find a way to the Leviathan's Crossing Spire. But first, travel to Tunon's court. Okay. Well, how does one go about doing that? In the... Ah. I thought so. No, Tunon's court first, but where is Tunon's court? One would imagine... Ah, the Bastard City. There it is. Okay. It will take me 2 days and 12 hours to complete the journey. Very well. Let us move then. It's so much more liberating and just... It's a great feeling to be able to go on a trip. Yeah? On a trip. Without the fear of, you know, this feeling of impending doom, shall we say? As you do it. Namely, I'm referencing the edict. Lady Lucretius. Oh, greetings. She offers a reserved smile. Blah blah blah. Okay. Tell me of yourself. There is nothing more uninteresting than I could possibly think of. What are all these nobles? 3 years since Tunon set up shop in the Bastard City. We're still getting used to our new masters, so on and so forth. Don't care. You're the tourist guide, right? Really don't care about you. Sorry to say. Sorry, I just wanted to cut the video in two there because I'm getting lag again, and I don't want to lose the entire episode in case it crashes or something.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
Excuse me?
Sounds like the armies have been tripping over their feet to pass the blame to someone else. Careful it doesn't end up in your lap.
She's right, isn't she? Sorry.
Fatebinder, you arrived just in time. The representatives of the Vendrian's well siege have finished their testimony, and I cross-examine.
Oh, you're talking to them!
And in closing statements, Lieutenant?
Your Honor, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my version conflicts with his. Talking about the Scarlet Chorus. On my honor, and of that of my great general, I would sooner snap my sword than perjure myself before you. Archon. Also, you imply that falsehood comes easier to my lips than yours. You're a fool if you believe that the Archon of Justice won't see through your lies, because the disfavored think themselves better than an honest gang. Argumentum ad hominem.
Silence. The
And he realizes it. Good.
Statements will be examined. Messages threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Bled and Mark will see to your fate.
Who's that? Kiros' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Tunon the Educator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Kiros' law in contempt. Few know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or how Kiros maintains a hold over him, I would presume.
Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired.
I can't wait, and believe it or not, I'm going to be honest. Well, no, I'm not going to be entirely honest. I'm going to try and get something useful out of me, right? But mostly I'm going to tell it how it is, because, to be honest, it needs to fucking end. Something needs to be done, and the truth needs to be told. The Archon... I can't believe I'm saying that. Yes, I know. The Archons cannot agree on who should lead the siege, and descended into accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. The Archons have been of different minds since the start of this war.
Your perspective is appreciated, but the dispositions of the two Archons are already a matter of record. Loyal subjects of Kairos have drawn blood from each other, a cardinal crime. Something happened at
Okay, and then the first one, then. The disfavored were more deserving of the honor. Our tactics and trainings outmatched the Vendrian Guard at every turn. What blattered hash? The disfavored couldn't tip over a straw hut if they had a week to strategize. Our howling mob was better equipped to overwhelm the Vendrian Guard. Better equipped? That's just a fallacy. That's an enormous fallacy. You're not better equipped. You're more numerous, you're more vicious, you're more brutal, you're quicker. Those are your qualities. Yeah, you're a mob that swarms the enemy, brutally and then with very little regard for your own safety, but you're not better equipped. In any meaning of that word, you are not better equipped. That's just a fallacy. And again, I keep catching them in this. This is why I joined the other side. I mean, really, it's that. If only Ash and his legion would agree to a plan. Ben, we agreed to our plan. To a plan. Our plan.
Warned you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this campaign. But I will return to that in time.
Very well.
Let us speak of Ascension Hall. The disfavored sing your praises across the realm, though the Scarlet Chorus appeal for charges of treason. Perhaps you can offer a more enlightened account.
I claimed the Citadel with a small unit of disfavored. True, because if it weren't for the disfavored, I would probably be dead. Even though, yes, I did manage to get in on my own, I opened the gate, and it was disfavored dying outside that allowed me to get into the centre of the hall itself. So, besides, I really don't want to encourage the wrath of Tunon, so,
An efficient
there we go.
solution, the type I would expect from a capable agent.
Oh, ass-kissing galore.
And death the price of failure. Why not employ the numerical advantage of the Scarlet Chorus?
The siege called for tactics and planning, not raw numbers. That's true. Also, the voices of Nerat provoked Ash at every turn. I suspected treachery. I did. I honestly did. The number of Vendrian Guard in the Scarred Chorus is surprising. Oh, and remember Ascension Hall itself. So they did say thank the voices of Narat or whatever. But they said that before dying, so I really, really doubt that that is what they meant it. I think the voice of Narat is loyal, essentially. I do, and I think he's being set up by the Vendrian Guard. He did, or I guess the two Archons did split and then are at war and at each other's throats now. That's clear. But I think they're both loyal to Kairos. And I think the voice of the Narat is being set up, and it, ergo, the entire civil war deepens, right? And that's what they're trying to do consciously. So, yeah. I'm gonna go with this. Okay.
I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is that
I told you all that I know.
testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder.
Not worry, though.
The shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error.
Okay.
One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise stalling there.
Excellent.
Prisoners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder. Ascend and join me. You will find the way opened.
Well, damn, son. Okay. Fine. I shall indeed ascend, as you say. I'll not float up there like an utter badass. Now I don't possess those abilities. Not yet. One day, though. One day I will. Pick up that ability, as they say.
Feud is an insult to Kairos' peace.
Absolutely.
It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
Absolutely.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus.
Understood.
Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail.
Okay.
You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the Tiers.
What if I find them both blameless? Not possible. Not possible for one reason. Despite, even if that's true, and even if somehow it's a third party doing all and then causing the divide and all that, they have two mother-flipping armies, yeah? Kill everything that presents a problem. This is your job. If you let yourself be driven apart to such an extent that you declare war on each other by an external force, and by a third party, it's still your fault. You're a fucking military commander. Get it done, right? So, yeah.
As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and the disfavored seem the logical first step in your inquiry. The Legion holds you in some esteem, and Graven Ash has shown deference to the court in times past.
Alright.
No doubt the disfavored will be rife with accusations and evidence against the voices of Nerat. Graven Ash is a noble man, but never underestimate his capacity for deception. A wise general succeeds by knowing when to be unreadable to the enemy.
Very
You
true.
should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony. But it stands to reason that most in the chorus would sooner brag about a pauldron fashioned from your skull than entertain your questions. Do not regret killing the rabble that impede your investigation. They will be easily replaced.
Yeah, especially because it's the Scarlet Chorus, right? Numbers is not a problem. For them, at least. I'll speak with the Archon of War. If Graven Ash were guilty, I'd imagine all his soldiers would lie for him. Interrogating the Scarlet Chorus seems an expedient move.
The conscription methods of the Scarlet Chorus open the doors to the loyal and the wretched alike.
Uh-huh.
No doubt those who are aligned to the chorus out of survival will be the most forthcoming. The genuinely loyal members of the chorus will likely lie with abandon to protect the voices of Nerat.
Ah.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. The
I shall.
disfavored have made use of the Sage's network of dovecotes and messenger birds as they come under capture. I've heard multiple claims of strategic communications gone missing.
Alright.
The Sages are broken, their citadel in flames, but they were not slaughtered to the last. Some of their numbers still congregate around the smoking husk of their burning library. If they have been reading disfavored communications, learn what they learned, then execute them.
It will be done, my lord.
There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic. In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire.
I'm awesome.
Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
I'm in a privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds. Are you telling me I'm privileged? Let's not even get into the SJW stuff.
It pleases me that you grasp your role. as long as you temper it with a sense of duty.
Yes, yes, yes.
Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local Tearsmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest potential.
It will be done.
You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title.
I understand what you're saying.
If your killing spree in the bastard city is any indication, you are no stranger to spreading infamy already.
So you're a fan of that, yeah? Okay.
Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
Okay. Great deeds will define me. Understood. I will be known as a champion of justice. Great deeds will define me.
Understand. Whether your acts are favorable or heinous, it falls to you to bring great.
My ultimate goal, right there.
Dismissed.
But God.
Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tears in Kairos' name.
Right.
Took the words out of my mouth. Right. Let's get out of here then. I am pleased. Yes, I am. I am pleased with everything that has transpired here. Genuinely am. Tell you what, having Verse and Ebb is going to be priceless in the investigation for the Scarlet Chorus, and having the metal guy, Varric. That's not Varric. He's not Varric, is he? Varric is from fucking Dragon Age. Barrick, yes. Having Barrick is going to be also very good. Welcome back, kid. Amusing as it would have been to watch the edict drop, I guess I'm glad you lived. Oh, you're bleeding Mark. Get a 3 rings at Gravenash's side. Not a bad bet to pick the Archon of War. But tell me the truth. You go with the Archon because it seemed like the right thing to do, or because supporting the voices was a worse option? Neither Archon was at their best, but Gravenash is a more capable warlord. True. What sane creature would trust the voices of Nerat? True as well. Go with this, because I don't want to offend one of my party members. The Savoured are nothing if not blindly devoted to their general, and though few in number, they are surprisingly difficult to kill. I don't believe he's speaking from experience, isn't he? I don't have to like it to understand it. We both have our ways of turning the tides of war. All that matters is the Edict of Execution was stayed. The stationed at Avengers Well should be thanking you for their lives. Now, I assume you're off to go meet with the Ash, but first I need to have... you and I need to have a little chat. I'm listening. This guy, by the way, I fear him. I genuinely fear him more than anyone else I've met thus far. Look at the way he's talking to you. How can you fear him? Exactly. Exactly. If an Archon needs killing, this guy is the one that does it. Every time. If anyone in the world needs killing, this guy does it. He is surprisingly competent at what he does. Everyone's keeping an eye on you because you did something nobody has done before. Have you got a guess as to what that might be? I'm the first Fane Binder to proclaim 2 edicts. Don't know, maybe. I'm the first to resolve an edict before its consequences come to pass. Maybe. Don't know. I'm the first Fate Binder to have awoken a spire of the old walls. Yes, all of these, I suppose. I'm the first person to take an evasive stance against your questions. Let me guess. I'm the first Fatebinder Kiros has decided to promote to some kind of position of authority. I would like that, wouldn't I? That one. You're not wrong. It was definitely a shock, but I doubt it's the sole reason you've made it to the tier. You made the tier trembles. Proclaiming an edict isn't new, neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict. But you're the first to proclaim it and resolve the very same edict. And it didn't kill you. In one fell swoop, you survived your second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and woke an arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. Why should I care? Well, it's a miracle. So why are you telling me this? Did I do something wrong? I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you've put yourself on the map. Yeah. Thanks for the advice. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is a rare thing, to say the absolute least, apparently. Sunset Spire, that's where we're going, right? There's nowhere else to go. Well, there is the Iron Hearth as well, but that's a ways away. So, well, off to Sunset Spire it is then. 2 days and 13 hours to get there. Ambush! Group of mercenaries, members of the Bronze Brotherhood, are blocking the road. The Bronze Brotherhood. No idea who they are. But we shall deal with them next time, I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this episode. We have had absolutely no combat, but in a game like Tyranny, I do not consider that a bad thing at all. My name has been Juggernaut. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you've enjoyed this video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the series. Interesting things are unfolding in the lore and story of the entire, campaign, as it were, in the tiers. We shall see, hopefully in the next few days, who is responsible for the, honestly just absolutely disgraceful actions that, that transpired during the course of this campaign. Anyways, like I said, until next time, take care, and bye-bye.